how's it going? Well, I'll tell you what. Today is a lot better than the last couple of days have been. And I'll tell you what, you know why you could tell that it's a much better day? Is when you wake up and the migraine that you had for 2.5 days is gone. That's how you can tell you know you're going to have a better day. Because regardless of whatever else happens, a migraine being gone is always a good thing. And then of course somebody said, well, there he is talking about a headache again. Oh no, migraine is much more than a headache. A headache will last for a few hours. It might be with you most of the day. A migraine will be with you 2-3 days, a week, 2 weeks, a month. And it makes you just want to sit in a corner and pull a bag over your head and wait for the freaking light and sound to go away because all of it's too much. A migraine is the kind of thing is it looks at you taking that aspirin and that Tylenol or ibuprofen or whatever painkiller you like to use. It watches you take that thing and it just sits there. You think that's gonna do something? I got news for you, buddy. Yeah, it does. It sits there and laughs at you because that stuff ain't gonna touch it. Yeah, a lot of fun that is. But as migraines go, this was a relatively mild one. Like I said, it only lasted 2.5 days. And that could have been a lot worse. I've had them for 2 weeks. And that's something you don't never want to have to experience, I guarantee you. But waking up this morning and finding out that it was finally gone. That my eyes didn't hurt like somebody was pulling them out with their bare hands slowly. And all the rest of that was so great to find out that was gone. And finally, after the cooler or, well, downright cold temperatures in recent days brought on by recent rains, temperature actually got up halfway reasonable today and is expected to get into the 70s tomorrow. So that sounds pretty good too. Definitely some serious improvement. Meanwhile, speaking of cold, I had something kind of odd happen a couple of days ago. As a matter of fact, it was right as the migraine was coming on. I had decided to take a nap because this thing was getting started. My eyes hurt and I just couldn't stand to look at a monitor or anything anymore. So I figured the best thing I'd do is shut all these sources of light off and take a nap. I did that. And I woke up and I was freezing. Freezing cold. I mean, to the point where I had what I call the whole body shiver. And that's just like a normal shivering, but it goes over your whole body. Your whole body's doing it at the same time. And, you know, whole body shiver is bad because that means you are genuinely cold. And it wasn't just I felt cold because there was something wrong with my head with the migraine and all that. Oh no. I went over and I checked the thermometer. It was 38 degrees in this room. 38 degrees. And I know that was accurate because it wasn't any kind of battery-powered thermometer where the battery could be going bad and the circuit just not working right. Oh no, this was a plain old-fashioned mercury thermometer that I have hanging in the room here. 38 degrees. I went and checked outside, and that's when I sat there. I did not believe what I saw. I stepped outside and what I felt matched with what it said on the thermometer in the carport. In the carport, it said 58 degrees. But in here, it was 20 degrees cooler. It wasn't like that when I went to sleep. I mean, I'm sitting there, it's like, Whiskey, Tango, Foxtrot, what's going on here? 20 degrees cooler in here than it was outside. When earlier, it was pretty much about the same in here as it was outside. Kind of chilly, kind of cool, but tolerable. And no, air conditioning was not running. The heating and air conditioning, I've got there is a switch on the thermostat. And I checked it, it was still switched off. I switched that sucker off, and ain't none of that stuff gonna run. So I don't know how it got that cold in here. I didn't have any windows or doors open because it wasn't warm enough to do that. But, oh man, and during that whole time, every time I get around a bunch of cold air, this thing behind my eye starts going on again, and the migraine flares and gets worse. Next thing you know, I can't stand to look at anything that's got light on it. Ugh. But at least finally it got it over with. And I certainly hope that it's not something that I'm going to experience again anytime, well, forever. Anyway, that's pretty much what's going on. Still trying to get myself straightened around and figure out just exactly when I'm going to live stream and what I'm going to live stream. Got a few ideas there. We'll see what happens in the next 2 or 3 days. In the meantime, thanks for watching. Take it easy. Bye-bye.
The TinFoilChef.